So over the summer holidays, we had a fabulous time, and I came home feeling just sluggish. And a number of things were kind of going around my mind. And I got to the point that I said, right, enough is enough. I'm going to take control of my health situation and actually set myself a goal for weight loss. I'd never really done that before. I'd lived a healthy life, I guess, ish. But, I was carrying a little bit of excess around the stomach. So I thought, right, I need to do something about this. And since then, things have been really good. So I lost quite a bit of weight, feel really good, got lots of energy, really experiencing the benefits of just getting into a better, I kind of call them the tram lines of my weight. So I was kind of more than I needed to be, and I thought, let's get down to a particular weight and then live a life of the kind of guy that's a 12 to 12 and a half stone guy. So allowing for the fact that I'm going to have indulgences. I still want to live the life that I've got and enjoy the things I enjoy. But I recognise that that set of tram lines is better than not having any tram lines at all and kind of just ever so slightly creeping up and up in weight terms over the weeks and months. So that's kind of what I did. But I guess I've used that as a bit of a thing for life, really, about as I look at business and what I do in business, what my clients do in business as well. And up on my wall, I've got, as you can see, a number of these drawings. But this is the one that's on the opposite wall there, and it really kind of struck me that this is exactly what was happening with me, which is, look, over the course of time, the difference between success and failure is just either a few simple disciplines executed every day, or a few errors of judgment repeated on a daily basis. And you can end up in a very different place, can't you, over the course of time when things just creep up on you. And then the other phrase that really kind of struck me was this one here, which was, what do you want more? Is it the pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Because if you think about it, the pain of regret, I've just kind of got this here. The pain of regret really is just carrying on, doing some of the things that I knew weren't right for me. The Mars bar a day as opposed to the apple a day, I guess, or the Greg's pie as opposed to a healthy salad, whatever it might be. And it's these little things that they're nice. They're nice today. They're nice tomorrow, and you don't necessarily see the difference of your actions just in that short period of time, but on a compound basis over time, you start to get to the point where actually it's quite painful and you start to regret what you've done. Far better, of course, is to go through this one here, which is the pain of discipline. Now, I know that by not, looking in the cupboards, for example, and seeing loads of stuff that I would have loved to have eaten and historically would have eaten, but saying no to it, that was quite hard for me. So that was painful, but it was the pain of discipline, because I knew where I wanted to get to in terms of the weight loss that I wanted to achieve, but also psychologically what that was helping me to do in my own head around self-discipline and setting out to achieve something and then doing it. And so for me, the pain of the discipline was something I was prepared to endure far more than let myself slip, and then ultimately at a point in time look back and have that pain of regret. So I thought that was a phrase that carries me through, I guess, every day, which is, what do I want more? Do I want to have the pain of discipline that gets me to a good point, or the pain of regret, which is nice today, but actually not so nice tomorrow? Anyway, thought that was worth sharing. But you apply that to any part of your life. I've used health as the example, but the same could be true of business. So what are the things that you need to be doing in your business today that you'd rather not do because it's hard, it's maybe outside of your comfort zone, but you know that if you repeat those good practices every day, things will happen. You'll get the leads coming into your business. You'll get the opportunity to speak to new clients. You'll get new clients on board and the business that then follows from that. That potentially is a bit harder for you to do than to sit and play around with Facebook or do some new PowerPoints or whatever it might be that is the thing that's comfy but not necessarily that helpful to you in business long term. Anyway, there we go. The pain of discipline versus the pain of regret. There we go. And until we meet, good luck in business.